I think the mullet has now established itself. The rest of the hair is catching up with it. So it's probably looking like less of a mullet and more of a, the kind of late 90s hairstyle that I had that by 2002, 2003 might not have been fashionable anymore. I think even my aunt's Spanish Carnu has picked up on the unusual look I'm currently going with now. My aunt had picked up on the unusual look, and looking at that, it says something when an octogenarian is looking at your hair and thinking, what's the plan for that? And as she was looking at it, she suggested to me at the end of last week that I should allow Lenny Bennett, her permed Spanish hairdresser, also in her 80s, to cut my hair. Never mind what the thinking behind my bouffant stroke mullet is. If there is any thinking beyond the aversion to small talk with barbers, has she maybe wondered whether it's that I'm a bit shy, I don't really want to talk with barbers? What's her thinking here? What's her thinking in terms of me letting an 80-something woman cut my hair? What does she think that's going to do for my morale? Is an 81-year-old, 82-year-old hairdresser who mainly does women's hair, apart from my uncle's hair, which she does. Now, to be fair to her, she does do a tidy back of the neck. I'm always impressed with how neat my uncle's neck looks after a haircut. But how up to speed would this hairdresser be on men's hairstyles? And not young men's hairstyles. I wouldn't want her to shave me a parting. Would she be aware of the different hairstyles that work for different men's age groups? Doubtful. But nevertheless, my aunt made the suggestion, and I left her flat that day wondering if my aunt ever thinks about her suggestions and how it might be that some of these suggestions will just leave me being on my own for longer. For example, if you as she has done in the past, got me something from the Blue Harbour range at M&S. You can't be getting someone some Blue Harbour and then wondering why they're on their own.